Namaste, my dear friends. We are exploring the topic of yoga and our subconscious and conscious structures of the mind. And today we are in the third video of this series, and we are going to explore the topic of lineage and ancestry that influences our subconscious mind structures. According to yoga philosophy, our mind is not just influenced by our life, our experiences in our life, but also influenced by our lineage or the ancestry that we belong to. And in yoga and Vedic tradition, we believe that people above us for 8 generations can influence us, and that is a lot of people. Because first generation is us, the second generation is the parents' generation, which does not just include our father and mother, but also their brothers and sisters as well. So all our uncles and aunties, they also have an influence on us. The same, if you go to the second generation or one generation above them, is the grandparents' generation, which is not only our grandparents, but also their brothers and sisters. So if you go about 8 generations, that's a lot of people whose influences we may carry. And sometimes unresolved traumas from previous generations can very strongly influence us because they become part of our hidden subconscious structures. I've seen many examples of people who have no experience of certain things in life, but have carried from their ancestry these vasanas and therefore get affected by them. In modern psychology, they start talking about this as what is called transgenerational trauma. In yoga, we just use the very simple word vasana, which is a subliminal impression that can come from our past experiences, from traumas or good experiences that we've had in our life, as well as trauma or good experiences that happen in our ancestors' lives. And what is very important to remember, my dear friends, is that we don't only inherit bad or negative vasanas, we also inherit positive vasanas as well. Therefore, some of the things that we are drawn to, some of the things that we are influenced by, is not at all from our life. It is something that comes from our past, both in a positive way as well as in a negative way. For example, I am drawn very much to photography and especially photographing older people. I don't know why I'm very attracted to older people and taking pictures of older people. It's something that has been there with me since I was very young. Even when I was in school and college, I used to like to hang out with the very older people in their 70s and 80s and even greater than that. So obviously it's something that is coming from my ancestors' life, because I don't remember anything particular that happened in my life that drew me to these subjects or these topics. So sometimes we inherit also positive vasanas from our ancestries. Sometimes we inherit also negative vasanas, like perhaps somebody inherits the impression of some kind of trauma like a sexual violence or a domestic abuse violence, not necessarily that which happened to them, but which is unresolved in our ancestors' life. And that's why we also have to be very, very careful, because what experiences we share is going to be passed on to people in the next generation as well as further down the line. So we could be the 8th generation for our future descendants as well. And that is why it's very important that we kind of refine these kind of issues, these kind of impressions, so that we try to pass on as clean slate as possible to our successors. So lineage and ancestry very strongly influences our subconscious and unconscious minds, my dear friends, and there is no doubt about this, and modern science is slowly coming to realize this as well. So I would invite you to not to run away from your lineage or ancestry, but rather to go and make some reconnections as much as possible, to try to understand your own history so that you can understand better why you are the way you are. There may be some clues there as well. Please reflect about this, my dear friends. Namaste. Namaste, my dear friends. I am Kausthub Desikachar of the Viniyoga tradition, and if you have come to this point of our video, it means that you have enjoyed our videos, and if you would like to support us even more by clicking the subscribe button and also clicking on the bell notifications icon, then you will give us a wonderful sign that you are interested, that we keep continuing to make such remarkable videos and share with you, so that this knowledge can spread all across humanity for the benefit of humanity. In this moment where we are in history, we are in an important time where sharing such sacred and precious knowledge becomes very, very useful, and that is what motivates us to keep doing this every week. And we really hope that you enjoy watching this, and please feel free to share it with your friends, share it in your circles, so that many people can benefit from this. We love you, our fans, our students and our friends, and we look forward to seeing you in yet another video of our channel. Namaste.